she once had a kill. And all the little children ran dance in the grass. Inside the nation, that would be the last. There ain't gonna be no kings, you won't wanna sit and sail. When the hills run like rats from a shell. Woke up this morning and I went for the sight of your eyes and a kiss. Don't know how you feel, but with the moon falling down, I'd like to spend the rest of my life in your room. Ain't your pumpkin pie? It's Halloween outside, you got some in your eye. Better cut across the room. Smile at me, ignore all my woes. And a bathroom stall. You are the best of them all. Talk about romance movie and the ones that I might love. I lied about all the world that I told your friend. You're still my mind. That train never left. And everything I needed is gonna go away. And everything I wanted will never stay. It's like a Halloween costume that comes to town. Every good thing must come to an end.
Yeah, we're just gonna jump into it here, because I'm ready. I think you're ready. We're gonna explore some more CDI tonight. Yeah, if only there was TerraMaster from the CDI. I think, full disclosure, I might be done with Final Fantasy IX, because, like, I might give it one more chance, but that game is so incredibly boring for me to play in terms of, like, RPGs. Like, I look forward to playing, like, Pool of Radiance or some other RPGs, but God, like, Final Fantasy is just boring. Super duper boring. But you know what's not boring? Our first game we're going to check out here on the CDI tonight. We're going to see how the volume looks as well on this. Dude, like, I mean, you've seen me play Final Fantasy IX. It, like, I'm working really hard to make it fun for myself or the characters, right? But at the end of the day, it's like, the story is partially interesting, and then the encounters are just incredibly boring to me. I'm sure some of it is where mean screen. You lost like the whole... Alright, we gotta do this again. Sorry about that. I guess timer went off and decided to switch it. So we're gonna just do the beginning of that game again because you need to see the intro. No, what I was saying though is like, so Final Fantasy IX, it's just like so boring. Like the encounters right now at where they're at in the game are just so disengaging. I'm sure later in the game it gets more interesting as you just have higher level monsters, more complex encounters, more abilities, so on and so forth, like more game to chew on. But you know, besides just trying to get into a story, I'm just like, I'm working really hard to keep it interesting for myself, and I just do not care. Like, I just don't. And you know, I watch some trash. I play some trash. It's just boring. So yeah, like I think I want to give Final Fantasy IX one more session because hopefully we'll get into some other battles, something else with the mechanics to kind of grab me. Otherwise, it's like, is this going to be just a slog of a system that works, but nothing here that's really hooking me enough to really feel like I'm spending my time wisely in this kind of experience. Compared to, like, there's a lot of crunch to the D&D RPGs, right? And, like, I welcome I welcome that difficulty up front because it's like from the beginning. That's a good question. I'm not sure. That's kind of part of what I'm exploring here. Like, I think The Apprentice would be like some of the platformers. They might offer enough there to really play through. By the way, so Plunderball. Think of like a 1970s sci-fi television show as FMV marquees for a competent pinball game. That's what Plunderball is. You're gonna find out. Like it gets very, very like Battlestar Galactica feels. But besides The Apprentice, I mean, I don't think there's any like RPGs for the system, really.
Our orbit is decayed in the Caden's atmosphere. We'll have to make repairs and lift off again.
Oh man, that was a really quick ball. Didn't go that quick last time I played. Besides that, though, I mean, you have some of the Zelda games. You know, those do have a lot of content. But it also gives me, like, Pokemon Pinball or Mile High Pinball vibes, just with the multi-tiered table. But you can see, like, the ball physics are significantly improved from the, like, practically launched title pinball game I was trying out before.
Captain, I have a friend on Nagor who may be able to tell us where Scorpion's armada is hiding. He's a black market arms dealer by trade, but I know how to push his buttons.
So, you'll see little targets like that throughout the pinball machine, and those will give story bits and advance the campaign, if you will, of the pinball table. In short...
Shields activated. We'll be alright for the time being.
In short, what is going on is this planet was attacked and their princess was stolen by this bad guy named Scorpion.
We need to
Or
boost our
Scorpio.
signal before the royal yacht can receive our request for any extra help.
Not yet. That is in the pile, though. Actually, I haven't... So, everything like I showed you in the texts, besides games that I just played before...
I'd be perfectly happy to give you the coordinates to Scorpion's armada, my dear. That pirate has completely disrupted the trade routes in this sector, but you'll have to get through the asteroid belt to make the hyperspace jump.
what was I going to say? But anything in like the CD wallet, I haven't checked out yet.
The asteroid field is 10 light years straight ahead, ready in an interstellar trajectory.
Perhaps you would like to make a little money while you are traveling through the belt. I need to ship some arms to a rebel base hidden among the big asteroids. If you make the delivery, you will be well paid.
Oh. Little side quest there. No. No! But we want to get to Scorpion's ships. But yeah, like, this is a pretty cool pinball game, though. I like the FMV cheese of it. The table is pretty fun to play. It's nothing, like, super duper complicated. I feel like I actually can learn the table a bit to effectively hit targets and such. There are some cheap falls like that. But I got as far last time I played it on my own to get up to the top layer where you're doing the asteroid belt. But it was before I got the coordinates for Scorpion's fleet. So I couldn't actually, like I cleared the asteroid belt, I got through it, but I didn't have the coordinates, so I couldn't find it. Like, we need to go find those coordinates. I think I have a friend who could find them for us, and yeah, that's where you go to the mid-level.
I turned on the safety thrusters just in case we run into trouble.
Well, Landlord Wraith has accepted our request for an audience. Let's go see the old man.
That old man is the king of this planet. You will see him being a king of the planet, hopefully. Let me see if I can get that target. That's going to be the one to the far left.
I'm being held hostage on Baron Scorpion's flagship. You must locate his armada before my fate is sealed forever.
That's the princess. Very princess-like, right? No!
Gravitational pull from that large moon should keep our orbit from decaying into Caden's atmosphere.
It didn't. It didn't at all. And one of the notable features of a game like this that's important to pick out is how audio is handled, because without like digital video support, you have a lot of hard limits on audio tracks and audio streams to use on the console, meaning that you usually have, like I mentioned last time, only sound effects or music, not both. And here it seems to have some sort of background music, or at least some ambient tones with the sound effects. And then, of course, the FMV sequences, I'm assuming it's all the digital video format stuff. So, you know, overall, this is a really good use of the full hardware of a basically typical CDI. Like, there's a lot of them that don't have the digital video module, but you kind of want to have the digital video module with this thing.
Looks like Scorpion scorched half of Caden. Let's visit Clan Lord Wraith and find out what we can do to help.
So that opens up the target to the left? No, not yet. Good old LA warehouses, as you said. No.
Captain, we've built up so much momentum traveling between Caden and Nagor, we'll be able to directly warp to the asteroid belt outside the system.
Oh, cool. Thanks for opening that up for me. No!
And so, the Black Core made its final journey, shining as an emblem of hope to the people of Caden. Perhaps another will come along who can defeat Scorpion.
And that's how we end our tale today. Like, I would like to see Plunder Ball all the way through, at least get to the Scorpion's fleet section of whatever's going on in this table. It's a fun pinball game. You know, I certainly have... I think overall, I would say I have more fun with it than Epic Pinball. I'd love me some Epic Pinball, but, like, at least the SNES tables, they're pretty basic, you know? And this one, like, it's only a single table, but it's got a few layers to it. It's got some fun video content to it. I think there's, like, just a little more going on in that respect. Though, all those still have a lot to figure out of how to, like, quote-unquote beat the table, which is something I do appreciate. But yeah, so, more, oh yeah, don't make illegal copies. Don't make illegal copies at all. Don't ever do that. Terrible, horrible things will happen. Horrible, terrible things. So, since you mentioned Laser Lords, should we check out Laser Lords next? See what that's all about? So I don't know much about it. And apparently there's lasers in it. Yeah, this looks like it's in good condition. Let's see what you do. American Interactive Media. Laser Lords. With all the lasers.
Fasten your seatbelt. The void is in great danger, warrior. The Star Lord Sabaton has violated the cosmic...
Oh, what is this?
He is a being of great greed. He wants to hold the void in the palm of his
I see, he literally wants
carry
to.
it like a jewel. To achieve this, he has created
What?
a diabolic machine. On Ravana, he has built a voidal implosion condensation.
Oh.
When activated, it will condense the void into the condensation crystal. I am the Star Lord Zen.
Is this Twilight Imperium the game?
The interzone.
Are we playing Twilight? Are we gonna see some lions?
My powers in the material plane are limited.
What is this costume design? I love it. We have rear view mirrors.
To help her begin. I also grant the gift of the cat. 8 times I will intervene to save you from death. On the 9th death, I must return you to your world. This quest is dangerous. Many have failed before you. However, one warrior wrested the condensation crystal from Sarpedon. Now it has been lost. Find the condensation crystal, warrior. If Sarpedon gets it first, he will activate the vice, and the void will be destroyed.
Of course, the Vice. So, we got some costumes. We got some adventure of some kind. Choices to make. Okay.
I suggest that you begin your quest on Luxor. Find Petra. Learn the Sooth Song. Awaken Zev.
Ah. What does computer say? Oh. Save. It won't keep, but saved. I guess beam down. Sure. Is this a game where I'm gonna need a manual? Cause is it? So is this like a? It's like this is a straight adventure game.
Are you talking to, warrior?
I agree. Who am I talking to? I guess we just keep walking.
What's this? Another starman! By Sisis, where is the hero promised by prophecy? Hundreds have come in quest of the seal. Rumblers and fools every one. And all wearing the same stupid costume.
Did you know about this game? Like, did you look this up or something? Did you know this is what it was? Because I'm very pleased to see what it is, and I did not know what it was.
Only the seal will open Seb's crypt. You must kill Haker and take it to the temple. I beg you, do not give it to the priest. He who built the temple and the shrine of light, son of Sisis and Coptos, shall free Luxor from strife. Seb built the temple in Amentet for the father Coptos. It was a holy place. Now it's nothing but a warehouse for gold.
Starman. Yes. My husband Harold loves Starman.
You have no words, warrior.
I am Baka. I was a young woman when Argos attacked.
Oh my
8
God.
years I watched them steal our grain.
What a bunch of savages stealing the grain.
Set our villages on fire and slaughtered us like
Slaughtered.
men. I cursed them and the Coptoans who give them our grain.
He's always telling the neighbors about the time he talked to one.
Gold and grain, that's all they care for. What sort of holy men would burn the shrine of Sisis and make her people slaves?
That's such a waste. What about the slave talk? Who's talking about slaves? Did we already go leave the desert being slaves? We don't want that anymore. No, of course not.
Gold, what good is it?
Is
You
it?
can't
Yeah.
use it. It won't make a shovel or pan.
Thank you. That's all we need to know. That's how we jump. So I can press that to also enter buildings.
Come in. Have some jiba. Do you have any news from the void?
You have received the thing you seek.
So I got a feeling a lot of the voice acting is going to be some stereotypes. Just
My friend, you got in for a treat. Chivo wakes me in the morning.
excuse me.
Like, meaning a starman returns to taste my brew. I can tell you're not from Luxor. What are you after? Gold? Glory? What's here but some lizards, some crumbling buildings, and endless fields of grain? You came a long way for nothing, my friend.
Oh, that's good, Sam. Thank you. I saw the lizard man went, that's the one.
I could grow 10 times the grain I do now. But
But
for
for
what?
what?
To feed the fat belly of Argos? Ha!
Ha.
Argos is the half of a cruel empire that grinds Luxor into dust. I will always hate the empire because of my son.
Uh-huh.
Barbarians enslaving planets or simply blasting
What a
them
bunch
with
of tyrants.
They'd have done that to Luxor if our fields weren't so fertile.
True. It's about having fertile fields.
Call me Rama. I grow the finest grain on Luxor. I would be rich except for Argos.
Yeah. Because they keep taking it all. That's my status.
There is nothing to take.
There's nothing to take here. Okay, onward and upward as we go through this area.
Never talk to strangers because there could be dangers.
Hmm.
But if they are nice strangers, they'll get down on one knee. I am Nedka. I know lots of rhymes. My mother taught them to me.
Hmm.
Monsters in the sewers, monsters in the streets. Hagar and Rimlin are monsters, and so are all the priests.
Good to know.
The Hagar hides inside her hole, down in the sewer deep. The hero who crawls like a mole kills her to end Seb's sleep. The starman from a distant star will come to Luxor on his quest. With a gold sword he'll kill Hagar and raise Seb from his rest.
Lots of clues.
Lots of men
Lots
come
of
to
clues.
wait and say, my daddy was one, but he met my mother and decided to stay.
That didn't rhyme.
Seb built the city long ago and sowed the fields with grain. Before he slept, he let us know he'd lead us once again.
Mm-hmm.
The city's very scary. It's full of monsters, and you have to know the password to get in.
Do you know the password? Oh. So I can move around the words.
If you want to go into the city to walk or crawl or creep, please remember this little ditty. The password is Seb's sleep.
So I use the directional to move over key words.
I'm just a little girl. I don't know everything.
What are you doing in my workshop? Stay away from my money. Are you one of you search thieves? That pig runs the gang, see? 3 times they've hit me. They got my prize necklace.
Necklace.
Took me 3 months to make it. The day I finished, someone stole it. Usur's been showing it around, and I'll pay to get it back. kind of guy who cheats you? Listen, all you got to do is go to Usur's shop and grab the necklace out of his vault.
Uh-huh.
The vault's behind the bamboo bush. Jump up. You'll get in easy. I do it myself, but you sure spot me a mile off. Name Sinui. What's it to you?
So part of it is finding the correct words to highlight as well as we go on with this.
Who are you talking to, warrior?
Can I pick up the lizard?
There is nothing to take
No.
here.
Uh-oh. What if I wanted to pick the lizard?
Halt, alien. Speak the password or be gone.
You have no words, warrior.
What? I...
I, Merkent, a priest of Coptos, keep the gate of Armentet. No one enters except through me. How dare you speak the Great One's name with your vile tongue?
I thought I knew the password, but apparently I don't. Maybe we can try it.
I am... The stuff... The city's there. If you want to go into the city to walk or crawl or creep, please remember this little ditty. The password is Sub C.
Now we've remembered it. Let's try it now.
Halt, alien. Speak the password or be gone. Enter Armentet. Don't do anything suspicious, or the whip of Coptos will be on your back.
How interesting.
Get right up, Starman. Examine my wares. I'm certain I have what you need. I can tell by your smell you're not from lucky.
Not at all.
Worry, my friend. I'm glad to sell you whatever you need. And at a bargain.
At a bargain.
It depends on where you're going. Are you visiting the temple or venturing into the sewers? Ah, a pilgrim. Then you'll need the password and a cop toy for the priest's copper. It's a dangerous thing to reveal. I wouldn't do it for less than 234 taras.
I don't think I have that. I guess I do. We now remember Daphne dances.
I will not speak with a man unless he has been sent by a woman I trust.
Fair enough.
Welcome, alien. I'm honored to have you in my home. Tell me, do you need any documents? A deal in documents is a sideline. Would you like to pass to the Temple of Coptos, or would you prefer the underbelly bar?
So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna wait till we get the battery replaced in this CDI before going any further, because I'm gonna need to save it at some point, and I will not be able to save it without that battery being fixed. So, good find on Laser Lords here. This is peak what we seek out of the CDI for sure. We will do a longer. It's like that is much more interesting to me than other choices. So we will definitely be looking at Laser Lords more, but Timekeeper must be fixed first. It is strong. But now, one I did want to check out here, I actually have 2 copies of now, because it came in the wallet, is the Palm Springs Open. This is not a fancy golf game, but it is indeed a golf game, which makes it worth it. Kind of fall in the same category as the one we played on the 3DO before, with having like a stronger sense of using, of wanting to present like this fancy graphical experience than very effective golf. So we're gonna have some FMV figures, we're gonna have some dubious aiming, and we're gonna have photos used for a number of the course imagery. ABC Sports. This is an early CDI game too, which is perfect. Let's just get into it. We can play with the 4 players. Okay. We're gonna do it with one player for now.
This hole's 350 yards, par 4, with a blind green.
See, I don't even know if you can aim. Or I guess maybe you can. Okay, so that's how you aim. Okay. Okay. So if I want to exit the aiming, thought I pressed down before. Yeah. Okay. Thank you. We go to the map. That's what we know what's where. Does this exit the game? Yeah, it does. Alright, I didn't want to do that. Alright. But let's just kind of show you how some of the golf aiming and stroke play works.
The wind is gusting now, and it's going to be a factor on the drive.
Where's it show the wind? Maybe on the map. So we have our club selection. This is our club selection. I guess, is this how we can choose how we hit the ball too? Or is it just a golf ball? Is this just a golf ball? Okay, I guess it's just a golf ball. Oh, maybe it's showing where it's laying at. Like it's on the tee. Okay. Map. No. Map. Okay, so 5 miles per hour that way. Let's go back to the lie. Hello, Amy. Welcome to the stream. So what should happen then is when I press the button the first time, I think button 1, you'll see a bar expand on the bottom for power. And then I think that we have a cursor that moves towards the center for accuracy. So let's try that. I didn't hit any of them because I was expecting it the other way around.
You want to see the green, but not just any green. It ought to be this one.
So let's try it again. Nope. I do not play Fortnite.
There's a wicked dog leg to the right on this one. Muff your first shot and you've got trouble on both sides.
True. So now let's try to hit the right way. Powerful hit.
Hooking slightly to the middle of the fairway.
So we're in the middle of the fairway at least, but that's kind of the golfing mechanics we're looking at here.
He's really having some trouble on this hole.
Yeah, this is his fourth shot and he's still not close to the green.
So let's check out the map. The map. 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 So we're 174 yards away. Wind would be going against us. Let's go to clubs. I don't know what the distance per club would be if I even get that information anywhere. Probably not. But I guess in theory we want to aim towards the flag, right? Because that's where the hole is, right? Okay. Let's do it. Going against the wind.
And it lands on the front edge of the green.
Let's go. Front edge of the green. Let's go. This is a game from the 90s. Yes. I wish I could play as Craig Sadler. No, just as a regular Joe. Now, next question is, how does putting work in this? Okay, so we get a little bit of read on this. It's going uphill to the left. Pretty heavy, 36 feet. Okay. How much power do I need for 36 feet? I'm not sure. Let's break it to the left, so I want to go right. And let's just try to give it some gas. It wasn't enough gas.
Well, he can't be proud of that.
No, jalopy golf. Putt, putt, putt.
Dang. And they're cutting deep. I was on the right track, though I have no idea how to think about power.
Shooting now for 2 over par.
Yes, this is golf with pre-rendered backgrounds. 100%. Alright, so it's going up straight. 10 feet. 30 was... probably what, like 70% there? So maybe like, well, no, that would have been 20 feet what we did. So maybe like, that's 10 feet? No, it wasn't enough.
Not nearly enough behind that.
It was a very cautious putt.
I was cautious, but I'm also rough.
Is there a secret to good putting?
Is
I'd
there?
say a strong putter and nerves to match,
Mm.
mate.
Perhaps I'm missing the nerves. 2 feet. I mean, I almost had it. Go, go, go. Bang.
And it drops.
Had to happen sooner or later.
Bang. Well, it's our first introduction to Palm Springs Open. It does offer more detail about my shots than I was expecting.
355
It's
yards and don't slice into the lake.
Exactly. The water
It is
alone
very
a
realistic.
tricky factor.
I feel like there's a lot in my imagination I'm having to really do to figure out my golf shot, which again isn't like far off of golf necessarily. It is definitely fewer guides to help. Let's just whack it. Let us go.
Well, it sounded better than it looks.
What? I thought it went pretty good. I thought it went really good. Dang it.
A tough shot, but a playable lie.
Yeah, let's see what we got going on here. So, we are... map. 130 yards away. Still got the wind in our face. More or less. Yeah. Go to club. Thank you. I want to use an iron in this case. So, if I'm doing 130... maybe a 3 iron? Oh, I did not want to just hit it right away, so that's going to be horrible. Out of the rough, maybe.
Dropping to the fairway on the left.
Okay. Yeah, I agree.
Taking a good look at this one.
Yeah, he wants to make sure he doesn't waste one here.
Then again, like, the FMV view is where our aiming is at. You know what I mean? Which the wind's to my face. I kind of want to go, yeah, a little bit here. We're probably, what, 125? 126. Oh, I guessed pretty good. Yeah. We're on the fairway, so we could probably use... probably stick with the 3 iron, honestly. I don't know if the wind's going to catch it enough.
About now, you're thinking of taking up croquet.
Dang! In the sand? Guys. Though, again, distance wasn't... I mean, it was a little hard on a hit. Wasn't too bad of a club selection. Okay.
Getting set to pitch from right next to the green.
Yeah. So we're going to have to just sort of guess this one out, I think. Because I'm just... Is it a pitching wedge we're using? Not 3 iron. We're going to use sand wedge. Thank you very much. How far away are we from the hole? I think I kind of want to attack the pin head on here. Map. 16 yards. Okay.
And that's going to cut just a little to the left side of the
Okay. Not bad.
Nice shot.
We're getting... this game is definitely where you have to get a feel for the clubs. Probably write some things down in terms of what looks like decent distances for a club.
This is no
Not
place to
bad.
be brave. It's downhill and playing slick.
Okay, going downhill now. Are we breaking left or right? I mean, it's pretty straightforward in terms of reading the green. You don't really have a lot of... I mean, there is a little bit to it, but, I mean, you see it kind of gives you... It is doing one thing or the other. It's not, if there's a nuance in the green and reading the green, it ain't going to show me it, I don't think. So we're going to the right, we're breaking to the right and down. So we want to break to the left a bit. And we're going down. So probably like that? No, I mean it wasn't enough. It ain't, the hole ain't on the screen, so it wasn't enough.
The meek don't always inherit the earth, no matter what they say.
Let's see what it looks like in terms of a break and all that. What? That wasn't a lot at all.
What separates the good putters from the great ones?
The great ones don't miss as often, mate.
Thanks, mate. Let's check the map. So we got about halfway there. Okay, let's go to the right and down. That wasn't enough. Well, dang. I mean, am I just going too far to the left?
Hit a hard ball on a hard green and you're in for a hard time.
Did I go too far? Oh, I went too far. Am I at least straight and uphill now?
You want to aim a bit to the right.
Now, aiming and hitting are two different things.
Yeah? You're not wrong. Left and up, yeah. Was that too hard?
That's way past the hole.
I have no feel for this. Alright, we'll have to revisit this later.
You want to think about this putt, but not too much.
Right, mate. Loose as a goose.
Yeah, I would definitely need to do like some practice to get a feel for... Oh, wait. So that... So I was assuming that purple was like... just like a single shape or a single size square moving along that axis. No, that's like a value of some kind. Like a... Depending on how much purple is there, must be how that how much of a direction or something that goes, how strong it is to left or right. Oh man. Yeah, that would take some serious practice. I mean, it does get the job done. It does more than I thought it would. I thought it was going to be just you aim and shoot, and then that's golf. But they do actually have a few more elements in there, so I think it'd be playable. It's definitely not super intuitive, especially because, you know, you just lose so much with the whole watching FMV pre-rendered background golf ball flying around. You have no idea. Like, that dog won't play. That like feedback loop just is really rough. But yeah, so let's go back into the case here a little bit, see what else is in this that would be of surprises. What is Pack Panic? So it's another Namco release on the CDI, much like the arcade classics we had before. What is Pack Panic? Show me. Some sort of media. Yes. This game from 93, this version's from 95. Okay. Good to know. Obviously, this is classic. Normal difficulty. I'm assuming that's difficulty selection. Oh, yeah, apparently Lemmings is on the CDI also. It's a puzzle game. Really? Oh, okay. Interesting. I'm down for puzzle games. Oh, shoot. Oh, I messed that up. Oh, man. So directional on this ain't great. Okay. So there's some matching of blocks. It kind of goes by, it feels like Puyo Puyo rules. So it's pretty similar to Puyo Puyo in that sense. I assume the ghosts then block, well, blocks, so you gotta kind of set up combos with, with eliminating ghosts. Just trap that. Now, I'm not what you would call good at this. Pac-Man, don't go up. So it looks like I kind of do a combination of, oh shoot, I was gonna die here. Yeah, in a sense. So like, it's kind of interesting to where you have two ways of basically setting up cascades. You can either trigger it off of eating up the ghosts, which would make blocks drop to cascade, or I could see it to where maybe when blocks drop, that resolves first. So you could like eliminate blocks to expose more ghosts for Pac-Man then to eat them, to then cascade more. I kind of got the feeling that's what's sort of going on with Pac Panic. Which ain't bad. Using this controller is not very good to do that because it's really easy to do the wrong direction with this, I found. Perfect. So I think like a proper D-pad would help this game. But I mean, it's a fun, I'm assuming it's a port that's been on other things, but I mean, it's a fine enough puzzle game. It feels like a decent alternative to a Puyo Puyo. So, not bad. I would sit down with it. Now, one that's kind of a known quantity to me, and I know is not great, is The Wacky World of Miniature Golf. This is basically, you take a Dragon's Lair style FMV game, but try to do it to where you need to time whatever you're trying to do for a button press to hit a mini golf ball. And you're either going to progress through the course or not forever. And that's what we got. And Eugene Levy does voices for it because it's funny. Get ready for comedy. Are you ready for comedy? Mm-hmm.
Ah, the good old days, when miniature golf was a quaint but risky pastime. The problem was, either it was too hot or too wet.
Well, I know
Or too cold.
Game Grumps covered this, and that was pretty popular on the YouTubes.
Or
That's what I know it from.
But that was then. And this is now.
Hey, greetings, putters. I'm Rollo the Goofball. Welcome to Wacky Golf, the miniature golf theme park that picks up where the other golf courses leave off.
Yeah.
You're about to enter a fully enclosed, climate-controlled marvel of CDI mini-golf technology.
Yeah.
And I'll be your guide. Prepare to experience 18 of the world's toughest holes, but in the comfort of your own living room. How about that, huh? So, let's go play. Tickets, please.
Yahoo.
Thanks for reminding me, you oversized can opener. Sorry about the delay. Now, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Welcome to the clubhouse, your first stop at Wacky Golf. This is where you'll get everything you need for that first tee up. So look around.
Yeah.
You can take a little demo tour of the park. Use our practice hole to, well, you know, to practice. The previous game, if you played here before, by going right out onto the golf course. Sign in for a new game. Or leave and go back to where you came from before you got here. Just move your golf ball cursor to wherever you want to go and press an action button to start.
Can you say a word? A word. Let's try practice hole.
Welcome to the practice hole. To play like a pro, you need to pick the best direction for your putt and the perfect moment to hit the ball. You can putt to the left, middle, or right.
Okay.
Just move the thumbstick on your remote control to highlight one of the arrows at the bottom of the screen. Then watch the moving obstacles carefully. When you see an opening, press an action button to swing your golf club. Remember, one of the arrows must be highlighted before you can hit the ball. When you're out on the course, the left-hand box at the bottom of the screen will count your strokes. You can check the scorecard at any time by pressing on this box. But when you've reached your stroke limit, the give up sign will appear beside it. You can press on give up to go to the next hole, or you can stay and play the hole you're at. If you stay, you can go on playing the hole as long as you wish. But once you've reached your stroke limit, your score for that hole is final. So start practicing whenever you're ready.
Sure.
And if you want to return to the clubhouse at any time, move your thumbstick to the clubhouse sign and press an action button.
Okay. Yep. Yep. Bang. Bang. Just sinking them now. Let's go. We're ready. We're ready for this.
At Wacky Golf, up to 4 players can...
See, next time you visit, You can play.
Okay, number 2 goes after number 1. You're next.
You can play some of this. Because it goes up to 4 players.
Voila! Now that you've signed in, here's where you get to choose your stand-in golfer. And let me tell you, these are 12 of the miniature golf world's.
We'll pick the clown.
Looks like there's no carts, so start walking.
This isn't unlike that other golf game.
The Made in the USA hole. Don't yell
I mean,
on this hole, or everybody will think it's the afternoon coffee break.
Okay. That wasn't it. That wasn't it. No, 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 no. Cool. Back at the beginning? Yep. Guessing golf is... This is good. This is grand. Nope. That wasn't it. Nope. 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 Which sequence is correct? So that's Wacky Adventures of Miniature Golf, or Wacky World of Miniature Golf. It's exactly what it is. That is a novelty of its time. Let's see, another game that or maybe just experience. Inca, I-N-C-A, Inca. I see Cocktail Vision, which I might have been the same company that did an adventure game I have for DOS. I don't know if that's a publisher or what. Let's find out. English, please. Intro. What's the setting here? What are we doing? Oh, so you need to be aware. I believe the CDI had a similar use case to the 3DO where they would have adult content used for like units at hotels, especially in Japan. So where adults could go to the hotel to have adult content things to just throw into the multimedia device, enjoy themselves, go on home. On top of the usual adult content stuff too that you might see in terms of just cheap things. Yeah.
I can now leave this worn out bloodily shell to become apple.
But yay. Hey Jess, want to spice things up with the CDI?
A man will come in an iridescent disk, the fires of which will light our sleeping sun in deep. Like Viracocha, I know that in 5 centuries, Eldorado will come. This man mortal will once again find the three
Now wait till we have
powers
RGB for this.
and become the new Inca. I will be there
Rich
to
color.
guide you, the chosen one.
Our destination is the world where we could live 1,000,000 years and even more. We travel, we battle.
I almost get like a Randy Newman-esque sort of nasal quality to this. I mean, not Randy Newman, but kind of get that nasally Randy Newman-esque thing in some of the vocals. Play that pipe flute. Do it. So we got a high production cast here, ladies and gentlemen. Sky Riders, he soldiers. Yes, I feel that. I feel edutainment vibes. Synthetic 3D pictures. Inca people got no reason to live. So they're describing this as an interactive movie. So this very well could be like an edutainment-esque thing. I don't think we're gonna get walking simulator. I think this is gonna be very much a like I say, interactive movie. Oh, what is this? Karaoke classics. Fantastic. I mean,
He's waking up at last.
Oh.
Come on, young man. You've slept long enough. My name is Huayna Capac, Apu Huayna Capac. And you, Eldorado, are you really the chosen one that have been waiting nearly 5 centuries for? The one in the prophecy. Before you set off on your quest, I have to warn you that somewhere in space and time, another you has appeared simultaneously, and he's looking for
It's
the
you.
same thing as you.
It's you. It's another one of me. It's you.
Blessed be your name. Please guard that which I have preserved, so that it doesn't fall into the other's hands. Take great care. His powers are without limit. He knows of your existence, and he's already looking for you. I talk too much, don't I? The young lion's
Yeah,
heart
we've been
is
doing a lot of
beating like
listening.
a drum, which drowns out the wise man's words. Since you are so young and impatient, you'll see action. We are now close to the planet where I have hidden the power which will give us mastery of time, that foremost gem of the tomb.
There's a lot of time and space themes with this. Just,
go now and prove your value.
you know what I mean? You're just finding all the great music for the CDI. Fantastic. So that's how we exit. We'll keep that in mind. What is this? Other version offered as a tribute to Inca. Okay. It's just like, could be a glossary. Dorado. Okay, so that's like terms. Good to know. I mean, the music's good, right? Pipe flute and all that. Perfect. I assume this is where we go on our adventure for the interactive movie. Our multimedia experience. Of course. Of course, it's like super duper Inca spaceships. Okay. Alright. We are in space opera territory, just letting you know. What? I think that's it for us. That's a sad flute. Show me a death animation.
You lost a chance to become Inca, but I had the power to send you back 5 times in a recent past. Go and win.
I'm gonna win. Oh. Again. A very unique title. We shall dive deeper later. That's something I'm gonna need to spend some time with to dive a little deeper. Because there's gonna be a little bit of a ramp up, especially on awkward controls or unexpected mechanics, I think. But intriguing product. A unique experience. And again, might benefit from a more traditional gamepad than this guy, which I'm just a lot of thumb going on with it. Uh-huh. Just don't unauthorized copy the disc. Which this is a legit disc, so I have not. Haha, haha. What a fascinating platform of weird little games and experiences. I feel like I get like vibes of early VR or like VR experience kind of stuff, you know, where it's like offbeat kinds of games. They're not always games, but at least some sort of interactive toy activity, things like that. But let's try a couple other things out that I've at least tried ahead of time here. There's other goodies in the wallet, but we're not going to touch those all just yet. I want to at least show, number one, Riddle of the Maze. This is an adaptation of the book Maze on the CDI. Apparently it was unreleased, but for the most part complete. I think it was like in a second gold stage of development or something like that. But seems to be the same as a Macintosh release of this interactive game. You'll recognize Fathom. Fathom did some other CDI stuff we checked out earlier. But this is basically the book as an interactive game experience.
For instructions on how to use this disc, just...
We're just gonna straight up go in here, just at least demonstrate.
The maze. I met them at the gate, though I usually wait inside. Preoccupied with their own thoughts, impatient like so many children, they didn't see who I really was. They never noticed my crown, my pain, the fire in my eyes. Like all others, they think the maze was made for them. Actually, it's the other way around. They think I'm some poet who will lead them through the symbols and spaces of this underworld. They think I will teach them lessons. They should call me Cerberus. I am the lesson. The monstrous walls rise up and run away as far as the human eye can see, circling and dividing. Which half is the maze? Even I get lost. It changes, sometimes slowly, imperceptibly, sometimes suddenly. This house is not only made of stone and mortar, wood and paint. It is made of time and mystery, hope and fear. Construction never stops. I take some pride in my role as architect. They think I will guide them to the center. Perhaps I will.
So I take much of this as like an audiobook experience, basically, because it's very passive.
The sun was very hot. Together we walked through the
You know,
gate and
you're kind of listening to what's happening, but there's still some mental engagement,
entrance hall
at least the puzzle aspect.
They looked carefully at the bronze doors, trying to choose. The uncertainty of visitors is one of my little pleasures.
Decisions, decisions, too many decisions.
The story of my life. We don't want to be late.
It's easy to get lost. This can be a sinister place. The sun glared at me through the gateway. Something was ringing behind one of the doors. They spent some time trying to decide which door it was, not understanding that the silences of the maze are as eloquent as the sounds. They opened one of the doors and peered into the gloom.
Nary a soul to be seen.
I waited patiently for them to choose which way to go.
So what you do is we can press the second button, and it'll do a little zoom in if you want to look at more detail of particular parts of the image. And then sometimes there's an interactive element to part of the image, and you can click on it for things to happen. Though I haven't run into any of those yet. It was demonstrated in like an intro video thing for this. Let's start with story.
They made their decision and went into room number 20. The ringing stopped as soon as we entered. What is the matter now?
Too many animals for a proper house.
They walked carefully around the edges of the room. I watched with an amusement shared, I think, by the wise old tortoise.
If you'd like to make a call, please hang up and try again.
Along the edge of the room, you say.
backward looks and muttered comments about turtles. They left room number 20 and entered the tree room.
Are these real?
I told him the trees were as real as anything else in the house. As this was an important decision, I encouraged them to take some time. After all, the more they think about the possibilities, the more choices they have to make. What were their chances of choosing wisely? 1 in 4? 2 in 4, perhaps, if I was generous about it. And why not be generous? There are 190 doors in this part of the house, counting the gate. Enough for everyone.
So this forthwith, forthright, fourth word, fourth coming? Maybe.
Making a choice, they entered a very long, dark corridor, and at last came out into a great hall, dominated by the entrance to room 22. The face over the door had a slide.
Is it good or bad to have only 2 choices?
It was, predictably enough, neither good nor bad. These people just didn't know how to phrase a meaningful question. You have to be very particular in this house.
Peak part.
We went on to a gaudy room. Places like this are overdone, for my taste. But some people like the exotic. Well, everyone is a critic. It's true. I am, by nature, extremely critical. Although my life is a lonely one, I've not spared any of my guests the rigor of my judgment. We all have our roles to play.
But yeah, so to my understanding of how this basically works is the goal is to get to page 45, center of the maze. I guess it can be done in like 8 or 12 moves, the beginning of the little intro thing said. But then you make it not just to the center of the maze, but then also come out in an efficient way, and then there's another goal of some kind with that as well. What that all means, I'm not sure.
This is not a bad place, really. One could spend quite some time here. However, in their restive way, the group moved on to a narrow space where one wall boasted half-finished carvings and another some sort of carnival poster. There was a little confusion as we made our entrance. It was impossible to climb up the slippery slide, and another door wouldn't open for us. So after emptying the pebbles from our shoes, we marched on to
Take us out of the floor?
the foundation of the maze. Deep underground stones had been carved and fitted. Passages opened in the natural rock.
These symbols are quite unusual. They seem to be primitive signs.
Do you know what signs?
Oh, you know, wind and water, hills and planets.
It was surprising that he could identify any of the symbols, but I was relieved that he couldn't read them correctly.
That's where I'm at. I mean, I certainly couldn't read them correctly.
Choosing more or less at random,
Yeah.
they went through a passageway to a gloomy, cave-like place far underground. Even I was oppressed by the weight that hung over our heads. A very small hole, high above, admitted a feeble light. Standing in the light, one of them put his hand out.
I think it may be raining out there.
They didn't like the look of the place. Continue to judge everything by the way it looks. I was exasperated by their timidity. I knew I shouldn't have said anything. If you think of all the deceptions practiced in my family, particularly on my father. We went down, the only way open to us, and came to the foundation of the maze.
Yeah, back at the foundation.
Choosing more or less at random, they went through a passageway to
This is basically how it goes, right?
an airy room with many doors. It was a big space, but I still felt crowded. I've always hated confinement. Whatever you do, don't touch that.
This must be an important room. It has more doors than any of the others.
This was not true, but I didn't want to interrupt.
With so many paths crossing here, we must be close to the center.
I had noticed this guest before. I'd have to be careful. This is an important choice. I was trying to encourage them.
Oh, I don't think it actually goes. Sad.
Gratefully leaving the room behind, we walked all the way to a place of unlimited darkness.
Where are the doors? I can't see any doors.
Dozens of eyes blinked at us in the Stygian gloom.
Be careful where you step. This spot is taken.
By the time my uncertain visitors turned to ask me what to do, I was already far away.
Oh, there are no doors. You're here with the rest of us now.
Even my bellowing laughter couldn't fill this space.
Well, we're in the pit. Wonka, wonka, wonka. This was not the center of the maze. You're gonna make me leave myself, huh? Yeah? Okay. But that's the riddle of the maze. It's something I have not solved. Hands down. But let's look at one more title before we call it here. Let's check out... Oh, what should we check out here? I say we check out a port of a CD32 game. Just to kind of cap things off with another exploration of the breadth of offerings from the CDI. Mm-hmm. Oh no. Oh no. At least right now, you think? Because it should be. It's just low volume for the movie. It'll pick back up. I can double check the levels here. I'm pretty sure it's just very low volume for that particular playback. Yeah, it's getting it. It's got levels, it's just low. I can turn it up here. There, that should help. There wasn't any kind of dialogue, it's just grunts and moans. It was really low. Like, I turned it up on my own headphones here. So I think this is kind of a action-adventure game. Oh no. So I can duck. I can do that. Oh, I have to press forward in that. Okay. So I just keep doing this. Hey, we got him, finally. And away we go. Eat that, goblin. I mean, the animation's nice. Okay. So there's a little bit of like exploration. I think the goal of the game is to try and find some sort of like mystical pizza thing, and we're like in multiple layers of hell. It's a shop? Okay. So here's another long form game for you here. Chicken didn't appreciate me breaking its bridge, I suppose. That's where it came from. So there's things that can shock me on the floor. Okay. Have to be careful of hazards. Good to know. Probably. Oh no, it's page 24. No. Cool. It's like that. Okay. 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 Oh, we're just done with it now? Dang. Yes, a cinematic platformer indeed. That's what it feels like in some ways, for sure. Take me back there. We're not done. We can get this. Oh, I want to go back. Shoot. Yeah, that's not what I wanted to do. I want to go back and then, yeah. What do I do now? What? Okay. Unless I'm supposed to need some sort of item that I don't realize I need. I guess it just doesn't open for me. Yeah, I tell him. I'm guessing I'm missing like an item I need to use or something. Maybe make myself invisible so I can actually like go through that passage. That's the only thing I can think of. There's your Dark Abyss. I don't know what that goop was that I picked up, but might be important. We'll see. A lot of things to discover in this game. So there's a spider boss, there's a pathway of some kind that does not warrant much in the way of things to easily explore, mostly because it, you know, blocks you off at the end. This is the shop. I have 1,000 gold. I'll buy a bucket. What would I use a bucket for? What can I use a bucket for? That's the way I came, right? Yeah. Oh, is that how you jump? Well, that's good to know. Yeah, I wish I knew that before. There we go. So I got 3,000 gold now. I think this one was the shop. So I suspect it's probably like some of these items are things I have to use to, you know, solve some of the problems. Bucket could be a bucket of water, maybe. Maybe I use that on the fire door. That looks like bug spray. I assume I use that on the spider. Bum ba da bum ba 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 da bum ba ba bum. So we go. As let me turn around. Now will I have the item available to me to just use, or? I died. He throws so many fits. This is unfair. I mean, at least they gave me some chances to try to do things in this. I guess it'd be too easy for them just to let me just straight up spray without caring too much. Nope. Alright. I think I've had my fill of that for now, at least, with it also getting late. Yeah, I'd say about midnight my time. But overall, another look at CDI titles. And there are many unique ones, some that I think could be streamable for like long form trying to get through some stuff. And this one's called Little Divil. I like Little Divil. I think it'd be kind of fun. But it'd definitely be a bit of a grind to at least do the particular events just right, which is kind of the name of the game for many of these CDI titles, anything FMV animation related. But still unique, entertaining. There's more on the way. There are some other ones we hadn't checked out in the CD wallet here either. And even some other education titles. So more to come until we decide on what we're going to stream long term. We definitely want to get back into trying Final Fantasy IX one more time. Back into Pool of Radiance. Back into Turok. Those are kind of the big ones I have. I can't wait for Quake on the CDI. But anyway, that's all I got. I gotta get some rest. Have a good night. Play some games. Thanks for joining. Take her easy.